The 1971 War, Eastern Front. But didn't I already cover that? Well, not exactly. In my last video, I covered the political and complete 1971 War. I would recommend watching that video before you watch this one. In today's video, we are specifically discussing the 1971 War military campaigns in the Eastern Front. So, let's get started. When war broke out in 1971, Pakistan prepared a defense of light infantry brigades and small fortifications. You have to know, at this time, majority of Pakistan's military and heavy units were deployed in West Pakistan, and only light units of Pakistan's army were deployed in the east. Meanwhile, India had prepared a much stronger offensive force of three parts: the infantry, light and heavy, Bengali rebels, who fled to India and took up arms there, mountain units, and a paratrooper division. The Pakistan troops were more lightly equipped and were only comprised of infantry. This gave a disadvantage to the Pakistani side, as Indian troops were more heavily equipped with Soviet tanks. Pakistan could counter Indian tanks, but only in the West Pakistani region. To combat Indian tanks in the east, all Pakistan had were armored cars and supply trucks, which were inferior. First, the Bengali rebels launched an offensive in the northeast. This was followed by a small Indian attack. After this, the goal of the war was decided, and India began a full-pronged blitzkrieg offensive. Pakistani troops were greatly weakened by this. Pakistani troops were also weak because of Indian blockades and lack of supplies. At this point, India had formed a plan: take Dhaka, which was the largest city in East Pakistan and the supply hub. With this, East Pakistan would most likely fall. At the same time, the Indian Navy was deployed in the Bay of Bengal. The Indian Navy disrupted the Pakistani plan to bring ships and supply heavy weaponry to East Pakistan. This was blocked because India blew up strategic ports. A small northern offensive was launched, before India launched a complete, fast-paced blitzkrieg operation that took territory. Now, Indian troops were entering Dhaka from all sides. With the Pakistani army in a destroyed position, the Pakistani army, within 30 minutes of India capturing Dhaka, Pakistani troops were forced to surrender.